Welcome back, history buffs. Today, I'm diving into a game changer, the discovery of fire. This wasn't just a lucky spark, it was humanity's first great breakthrough, the spark that lit the path from mere survival to civilization. Picture this, long before cities, before words, before even modern humans, our ancient ancestors scraped out an existence in a world that was cold, dark, and dangerous. They were up against predators, harsh weather, and food that was tough to chew, and tougher to digest. Then, something incredible happened. Archaeological clues tell me that humans began using fire somewhere between 1 million and 1.5 million years ago. Signs of ancient campfires, burned bones, charcoal, and ash have turned up across Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. At first, fire was a wild force, not something you could just start up on demand. Early humans probably stumbled across it after a lightning strike or a volcanic eruption. Instead of inventing fire, they learned to keep it alive, carrying embers, guarding glowing branches, even moving with a precious flame. But as time ticked by, they got clever. Rubbing sticks, striking stones, they figured out how to spark fire whenever they needed it. That's when everything changed. Fire meant warmth. Suddenly, humans could survive icy nights and chill winters, moving into parts of the globe where the cold would have been deadly. Fire was a shield, a line between survival and extinction. Now, here's the real revolution: cooking. Before fire, meals were raw and risky. Meat was tough, plants were tough, and bacteria was everywhere. But with fire, food became soft, safe, and full of energy. This wasn't just a dinner upgrade, it was an evolutionary leap. Cooked food meant more calories, and more calories fueled bigger brains. Some scientists argue that fire literally made us smarter. Fire was also a guardian. Animals feared it so people could sleep safely by the flames instead of huddling in trees. Nights got safer, days got longer, and life got a little less scary. And here's where things get really interesting. Fire became the heart of the camp, the first living room. Around the flames, people told stories, shared food, and built community. Language, culture, even the idea of family, all got a boost from those fire-lit gatherings. Over the centuries, our control over fire grew stronger. We used it to harden tools, shape stones, and eventually melt metals. Fire gave rise to pottery, bricks, and metalworking, kicking off technology, agriculture, and city life. Fire wasn't just practical, it was powerful, almost magical. Ancient myths, like Prometheus stealing fire from the gods, show just how much fire meant to early civilizations. It represented life, knowledge, and transformation. Fast forward to today, and fire is still at the core of our world. It powers engines, heats homes, and even launches rockets. The technology's changed, but the impact hasn't. So, when I think about what truly set humans apart, it's not just brains or brawn. It's that moment when we learned to tame fire, when we turned fear into power, and darkness into light. That was the spark that ignited civilization itself. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, every time you strike a match or flip a switch, you're touching a piece of our oldest, most powerful discovery.